It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be, and now he gets to step.
Breaks into the open. Bust through behind his pad. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Now he's going to break the pocket, trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Takes the easy one to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll be stopped and knocked out of bounds, short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. So Central Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
They'll run the option. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dome. Quarterback keeps it. He's in open space downfield. Turning on the Jets. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Chippewas come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground trying to keep it going. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. The give to the back. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Chippewas didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in. There he goes! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Takes the easy completion. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. He'll pitch it. Makes a man miss. Touchdown, Florida State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They are up by 7 over South Carolina. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Goes to the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He'll toss it. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Dropping back, it's Durant. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They booted away. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Penny. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air. It's Durant. Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. A strike downfield. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the touchdown goal. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Durant. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. Got Guys, let's chat about Central Michigan. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early, day one in their career?
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up pretty quick because we expect to see a lot of these guys play meaningful snaps in this game here today as well. I think that's what the fans really want to see here today.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but, man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 17 over South Carolina. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bringing the heat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Noles headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Fights off the defender. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fires to the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Durant. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Chippewas will line up to punt it away. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. They go right back to it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Seminoles. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Rides the back on the option, the give. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Durant. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
I need to get my swag right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Chippewas line up to punt it away. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Snagged in the middle. It's Hurst. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hurst. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Seminoles are flying down the field. Gives it on the option. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Now on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a little off. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Powers through the defender. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Now on the option. Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Massey. Got it in the middle. It's Owen. At the 45 on his way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to back and leaves it. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Hit as he throws. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Vic. Touchdown, Chips. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one. Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Give him 88 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Seminoles! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. And the Chippewas will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner is stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Noles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Under fire. Finds his man.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Catch in the middle. It's Hurst. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
To the air, it's Massey. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time.
And the returner will be dragged down. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Massey. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, keeping this offense on schedule.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Past the sticks, and he may... He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Right back to the well. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.